클로저스.
살살 하자고. 건강 챙겨가면서. 얘들아, 무리하지 마라. 건강이 제일이야.
또 만나게 됐군요.
오랜만. 내 몸에 승기가 돌아오는 것이네. 이 맛이야.
올라오기 강해지.
레디
후퇴.
산재철이 이격. 이제 쉬어도 되는 건가? 산재철이 데려왔나?
현재 상황은 어떤지 무시무시한 기백이었다. 아무래도 작은 강돌
저
곳곳에서 살기가 느껴.
얘들아 무리하지 마라. 건강이 제일이야.
서두르지. 그건
What's up, man? Closers came back today, so trying it out.
이것이군.
아직까지
이상이 발생.
이벽 이제 쉬어도 되는 건가?
It's running in 64-bit now. It seems a lot less laggy. I wonder how it holds up in raids. One of the reasons I stopped playing this was the raids were
얘들아
a
무리하지 마라.
slideshow.
건강이 제일이야.
They're like a PowerPoint presentation.
우리가
It wasn't really enjoyable. And it seemed like no one was really playing anymore. That was part of the thing, too. The same could be said for KOF, but that game definitely has way more people playing than this does. So it felt better to move on to that. Now, this is being run by the developer now, so the service costs must be like virtually nothing. Which is probably the same thing that's happening with Critica. Critica's been up for like a year now, and there's barely anybody playing it by service game standards. So I guess they have enough whales playing that it doesn't matter. Like if you don't spend any money on advertising, and you're just strictly trying to get people to just to play and spend money, I guess it works. I don't know. There's no publisher eating up costs anymore. It's all
얘들아
just
무리하지 마라.
self-published.
건강이 제일이야. 내 몸에 승기가 돌아오는 거. 허리가 약발 좀 받아볼까? 내 몸에 승기가 돌아오는 거. 받아보라고! 한번 버텨보라고! 이겼. 이제 쉬어도 되는 건가? 얘들아 무리하지 마라. 건강이 제일이야. 몸에 생기가 돌아오는.
I'd prefer to not talk about it. I just have clinical anxiety. This year has been really draining for me.
이격.
Mentally, physically, financially, all of it. It's just been hard. It's been hard for everybody though, not just me. I was already clinically anxious. I have mental illnesses before this happened. It's just gotten worse. I'm really depressed. Hard time getting out of bed.
고생했어요, 제인 씨.
난
고마워요. 자,
내가 얘들아 무리하지 마라. 건강이 제일이야.
That's why I play online games where I don't have to interact with anybody. Communities are fucking awful. You realize those people have like nothing. They have nothing going for them outside of the game. You know, how much money they spend or how strong their character is. It's like they're only meaning their life has. They're not good people in real life, or they might be, but they like being dickwads online because it's a way for them to release their negative emotions. Common thing with those people is that they just don't realize that no one in the real world cares that you have a 15 billion attack power character in a video game. You need to have something else about you. The average person is not going to care. Their whole value in life is in the game. And I'm a hardcore gamer too, don't get me wrong. I understand it. The person who checks me out at the gas station when I buy my stress drinks is not going to care about those things. They're just normal people. It's cool when people do care, but people put too much value into that stuff. I understand it sucks that people don't understand your passion. It doesn't give you an excuse to be a dick. That's the problem. I mean, I don't play popular games at all. But I'm not a dick to people. I don't really expect people to care. If they care, then great. You know, then I've probably made a good friend. I know that realistically most people don't care about the games that I play because they are not popular. Yeah, it's a very common pattern. People spew whatever garbage they can online because there's no consequences. You know, if we could, like, punch people through monitors, there would be, like, no trolls on the internet at all. There'd be none. If there was a physical consequence to being a douchebag online, then no one would do it. But because there's not, people just say whatever they want. Yeah, a very common pattern is they don't understand how to act in real life. How to actually act like, you know, most of them are adults. How to act like an adult. And have some maturity. Treat people how you want to be treated. It's not rocket science, but as we all know, people make it out to be. Yeah, exactly. That's why I mostly play single-player games, because the communities are awful. I feel like the pandemic has just made it worse, too. Everybody's stuck in isolation, so negative emotions are far more prevalent, even in people who are not clinically mentally ill, like I am. They don't know how to control those emotions, and they were probably fine suddenly, you know. They played sports. Sports is closed. If they went to the bar to get rid of their stress, the bars are closed. But to the gyms are just barely open. It's hard for those people to adjust. And some of them are gamers. Let off steam by being dicks. Or just be kind to somebody who let off steam. You have to be a dick. There's lots of online games you can play that require, like, almost no socializing. This game would be a good example, but the player base is very low. PSO2 is a good one as well. I barely talk to anybody in that game, and I've been playing it for 8 years. It's a very anti-social game. Because it's not a tap-target MMO, that makes it less social by nature. You don't really have to talk to anybody. That community's got some weird-ass people too, so it's a blessing in disguise, really, not have to deal with it. The game's structured in a way where it's pretty much just... You know what you're doing. You don't really have to talk to anybody. It's great if you have friends that play, but it's not like a requirement like most tap-target games, where you have to talk to people and everybody has to be doing the exact thing they need to do, otherwise everything goes wrong and then people start getting toxic. That's why I don't play those games. I don't really see the value in them. There's too much pressure on me, especially somebody who's got anxiety. I don't really see the appeal in playing them. Yeah, like I said, those people have like they have nothing going for them outside of the game. In the game they have power, in the real world they're just random nerds. That's how it's always been, that's how it will be. Yeah, you seem like you're doing pretty good for yourself. I've never seen you in here before, but seems like you've got your shit together. You have to remember that people that do that stuff don't have their shit together. Anybody who has time to do that probably has no value in real life. They don't contribute to society.
얘들아 무리하지 마라. 건강이 제일이야.
I have strong characters in this game because I played this for like 500 hours back when it came out. I don't go bragging about it to like random people. I know realistically they don't care. They won't even know what this game is because it's not Fortnite, League of Legends, Among Us, Battle Royale, Battlegrounds. That's just something I had to accept being a niche gamer. That most people don't care.
통신은 전달받았겠죠? 어르신 사냥터지기
Oh, you're welcome, fellow stranger. I've never seen you in here before, but I have my experience with that stuff. I've had a lot of shit flung at me for things that aren't my fault just for being a content creator. I'm very familiar with how that kind of thing works. Once you remember that they have like nothing going for them in real life besides being a douchebag online, you start to just know how to deal with it. Words do hurt, but Is this going down for maintenance or something? I think it is. Well, that sucks. I was kind of enjoying playing this again. Yeah, it's like all lagged out. I can't do anything. Huh. Is my stream still on? Let me see. Is my stream still on? Yes, it is. Huh. They did say they were going to go into maintenance. I guess there's some bugs. They transferred all the data from the old version to the new one in the course of a week, so I'm surprised it's working as well as it is, honestly. It seems like pretty hard to do. They didn't do that with Critica either. Critica was the same publisher and Mass Entertainment, and when they brought that back, nothing was carried over at all. But with the closers, they literally carry over everything, and it's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll play that game seriously again, especially since the player base is so low. And a lot of my shit got power creeped out just because I haven't been playing, but it's been fun to come back to it. It definitely is running better than it was. I got tired of the raids running at like 20 FPS and being a slideshow. That was the same reason I quit Critica. All the relevant like endgame content ran like garbage. I'll have to see if maybe I can get someone to help me power creep up. I can look into doing that. It does seem to be running better, which is good. At least they cared to make a 64-bit client. And Critica only uses one. It uses one CPU core in an age where people have like anywhere from 6 to 8 or like 12. It uses one core. So that core gets maxed out like crazy, and the rest of your CPU is doing nothing. So when you get into a raid and there's particle effects everywhere, the game is like unplayable. That's why I had to stop playing that. It was fine for the most part in the single player content, but the raids were like PowerPoint presentation. The anonymity of the internet is what causes all that. I mean, yeah, there are people who say stupid shit in real life, but it's like 1% of the people that do it online. You know, when there's actually like a physical risk to being a dickwad that prevents a lot of it. Obviously, there's been a ton of it going on right now, the anti-maskers and just people losing their minds because of the pandemic, but even then, it's still like a fraction of what goes on online. It's just like random teenagers and people who don't have any direction in their life or value or merit in their lives for the ones that are doing that. You know, I'm a fucking mess too, but I'm not toxic online. I don't even really want to. I don't want to play games where I have to talk to people. It's just stressful. It's not fun. I don't like those games where you have to have like this specific role, and if you mess it up, then you waste like everybody's night. That's just way too stressful for me. If I play an online game, it's like the one I was just playing, or like PSO2 or KOF, where there's like almost no social interaction. I mean, yes, those games are fun if you play with friends, but it's not a necessity. You can just kind of just like they're just like service games that get updated regularly, but there's no real need to talk to anybody. And the games are even structured in a way to reduce that toxicity because they're not tab target MMOs. I feel like tab target MMOs are just toxic by proxy because of how the games are designed. You need to do these specific things in these very specific way, or everybody who just got off work to play this for their like 3 hours of game time a week, they wasted their time, and that's just not my idea of fun at all. I definitely do play things co-op, but not stuff like that. It's just the antithesis of fun to me. Those are the most popular games too, but they're also like the most toxic. Same thing with like League of Legends, all those MOBAs and stuff. It's not fun losing because other people aren't pulling their weight, and if you're that person that makes everyone else lose, you feel like garbage, and that's what spawns all that toxicity. Just the way the games are designed. There's no way for those games to not be toxic because they're specifically designed in a way that if you're a normal human being with emotions, you're going to get pissed off. That's what I think is really dangerous about those games, really. I know, like, Blizzard has made attempts to make Overwatch less toxic, but it's very much the same concept. People need to do their jobs, and if they don't, then everybody else has a really shitty time. And realistically, there's no way to get around that kind of issue outside of just not making the game like that in the first place, which is like the games I play. There's like none of that shit. There is a little bit in PSO2, but like not to the point where you really get annoyed. Worst thing that happens in PSO2 is people rage quit in tower defense, or they just waste your time in emergency quests, which are the raids, because they don't have good gear. But when you consider that compared to other online games where it's like you wasted your whole night because your team members are idiots, or you made a mistake and wasted everybody else's time, it's a pretty far cry. It's still frustrating, but not to the point where you need to start spewing obscenities at people. I think that's what separates those kinds of games, if you ask me. You know, you have the benefit of online games are updated for years at a time, so even if you spend money on those games, you're still saving money compared to like a full-priced AAA game that might last you like 6 to 8 hours. Okay, I want to see if DMC5 is going to crash. I was fighting with that game earlier. It's a good reminder why I don't play it that much. Let's see if I can get this working. Hello, Josh.
Devil May Cry.
Let's see if this is going to crash. So it's been crashing a lot today. It's really pissing me off. Really getting on my nerves, this game crashing. Let's see what it does now. Maybe it will work. Alright, and get back into the game now. Well, I crashed going into the Bloody Palace, because that's been happening. I spent like half an hour on this shit earlier. This game is so much better with mods, but man is it frustrating to play. Sometimes things just crash. Crash? Yeah, crash. I don't know why the fuck that's happening. I've changed like nothing on my end. I don't know why it's doing that. It's fucking annoying, man. That's why I play Assault Spy more than DMC5, because Assault Spy is fun without mods. I just turn it on and play it. This game, it's... Especially since this game takes so fucking long to load. It's really aggravating how long it takes to load. Let me try the co-op trainer. Is that one of your friends, Josh? Sakura Saint? I've never seen that person before. Alright, what happens if I load the trainer, the cheat engine table, and co-op trainer? Maybe it's just Bloody Palace that's crashing. Okay, am I gonna get a crash now? Let's just try playing the campaign. See if the campaign works. I would prefer if the just the regular one would work. If the Bloody Palace would work. No luck in that field lately. It keeps crashing. Crash. This game crashes more than King of Fighters All-Stars. That's quite the accomplishment. Only when you start messing around with this stuff, when you start genetically modifying your game, it's really unstable sometimes. Yeah, it's working fine here. I wonder why the Bloody Palace is not working. Okay, no crash there either. Makes no sense. Why can't it load the Bloody Palace anymore? It was working fine yesterday. It was working fine, and I haven't changed anything. I have Windows updates installed, disabled, because it keeps soft locking my computer. It doesn't work. I haven't changed anything hardware or software wise. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't play this game very often. It's a lot better with mods. I didn't play 4 to the point where I hate this game. I definitely don't hate it. I had a lot of fun playing this game, but it is objectively better with mods. But the problem with the mods is sometimes you get random conflicts like that it just crashes, and it's frustrating, and you wish that the game just had the things that you want without needing mods. And that's the value Assault Spy has for me. That game is fun with no mods at all. Like, that game is just straight fun to play with. Not that there are any mods in the first place, because it's not a popular game, but it doesn't particularly need them. With this game, if you're playing it on PC, you'd be kind of being stupid to not use mods. Because the mods just enhance your experience so much more. But it just comes with the frustration factor of sometimes things crash, or doing certain things, or enabling certain things in conjunction with each other will just make it crash. And if you don't like troubleshooting, then it gets really annoying really quickly. Oh, okay. Welcome. Yeah, I'm a nobody on Twitch, so I don't really advertise it. But YouTube has really shitty tools for highlighting. So if I get a good run or something, I like to stream on Twitch because I can make the clip myself. I love this game too. It's just there's certain things about it that really piss me off. I'm sorry, but I should not need a mod to play as any character I want on any level. That's just dumb. Yeah, everyone who plays this on PC is they're playing like a genetically modified version of this game. There's like no standards for who plays with what. Speed runs with mods could be really fun, but because there's no standard, everybody plays differently, everybody has their own playstyle. That kind of thing doesn't really work. Oh, you like the Assault Spy content, huh? Thank you. That's like my comfort food game. A lot of people seem to really like watching that game. I just have a little bit of a renewed interest in this because of the mods that have been coming out recently, and the fact that they're adding Virgil. I don't play the modded Virgil. I didn't see the point. He has like 3 moves. I'm talking about the official Virgil. Fucking armor. Am I getting the PS5? Trying to raise some money for one. Why is the Real Impact not working anymore? What? It's all glitched. I'm in Swordmaster. Why is it not working? That's weird. What the hell is going on? Why is it not working anymore? It's all glitched. Forgot how annoying this fight is. They have like 10 trillion health. Yeah, my Real Impact is just like not working anymore. I would like to get a PS5. I know the channel would like it, but financially it's a problem. If I can sell my old CPU and GPU, my old CPU and my RAM, that would be like $200. It's a matter of finding one. I don't know what the demand is going to be like around here. It would effectively require an Oil Prince donation either way. And I don't really think I have any Oil Princes watching me. I don't really count on that kind of thing happening. It would be nice if it did, but the issue right now is even if it did, there's a problem with actually finding one. And for me, it has to be from GameStop, because GameStop is letting me pay in installments. They let you pay in 4 installments, so if I could pay off like half of it. I don't have the money. I run this channel like a shoestring budget.
Come on.
Yeah, I get by, obviously, but big purchases like that are really hard for me. Yeah, for me, what makes it complicated is if I got it off GameStop, I could likely do a donation drive, and if I could get one payment taken care of by you guys, or even just partially, then it would last long enough for there to be another payment cycle from running this channel that I could like just barely make the payments. But I don't know. It's not likely that that will happen. There's too many things that need to happen. One, there needs to be one available. Two, it needs to be from GameStop. And then three, it would require quite a bit of donations, which I don't like putting that kind of pressure on people. Especially when it's like not even confirmed that I could get one. It's not like I couldn't use the money on something else. I mean, it could go towards games or something, but... You know, the Switch, I did the fundraiser for that, and that went pretty well. I got you guys paid for like half of it, which is cool. I was able to get it. Obviously, that's what matters. That was just really low on cash that month. It was worth it. But I also got the Switch like a year after it came out, so there was a lot less demand at that time than there is now. Switches are still selling out like crazy. Animal Crossing. A lot of people wanted it just for that game. Seemed like more people wanted it for that than Pokemon, which is kind of weird. I like playing Nero too, but he hurts my hands, so I can't always play him. My hands used to hurt so much playing him in 4. I've been looking at the GameStop site like a couple times a day to see if they have a pre-order, because if they did, I could pay off the first payment myself, and then I would just start doing a donation drive. The problem is they want you to pay it off in 8 weeks, and I don't make that kind of money. The amount of money I make from this, doing it a month with like endless hard work, would pay off like barely half of it. So I'm unsure if I want to do it. I'm really on the fence. I feel like if I actually did manage to get a pre-order, I could probably scrounge up enough money, but it would be really tight. I feel like it would be a good business investment to have it, but there's too many factors that would need to go right. If I got rid of my old CPU, that would cover a payment by itself, but easier said than done. I don't know how many people are going to want an i5 8400 when the new CPUs are about to drop very soon. The AMD ones are coming, supposedly, like very soon. I don't know, it's a weird time to be a gamer. It's like there's so many ways you could upgrade, but if you're a PC gamer, it's really unsure what upgrades will be enough for PS5 games, like full parity, and then nothing's available because everybody's buying it out. Because we're still in this damn pandemic and everybody's stuck at home and everybody's gaming way more than they used to, even if they were just already regular gamers. And like the demand for all that stuff is like through the roof. I feel like if the pandemic was over, I think that maybe there would be more of them running to go around. Am I right when I heard that there are going to be no more pre-orders at all? Like there's no more pre-orders for it whatsoever, or are there supposed to be more later? I haven't really been keeping tabs on it. Trying to get the inertia off that. It's hard. Can you do it like this? Cause that covers you from bullets. I need to start using that more. But there's no just version for it.
はり出たか。こっちも。
I fucking died to Diamond. I'm getting pretty tired. I didn't warm up. Shouldn't have done Captain Corridor when he wasn't guard broken, because you are you're not invincible during that at all. He can hit you. That was a clean hit from behind, so that was worth doing. What are you saying for? Regarding what? What are you saying that in reference to? Or response to? Oh, the character switching. Yeah. Fun stuff. Oh no, I'm not playing very good right now. It is actually on sale right now for $10. It is on sale right now for $10. So, if you have the money for a PS5, you have no excuse to not buy this game right now. PS5 is like 15 times the price. So, let me get you the link. You have no excuse. That goes for the rest of you, too. No excuse whatsoever. You like me playing this game, and you haven't played it yourself, it's on sale for, like, nothing right now. I have, like, almost 90 hours in this game. Close to 90 hours. I think, like, 85 or whatever. I'm just playing like shit right now. I don't know if I can play this right now. I'm just like not capable of playing this at the moment. It's a really high focus game, especially on this difficulty. You only have 3 hit points. I think a lot of people that watch me play this think it's an expensive game. It's $20 base price, and it's almost always on sale. So, now if you have a gaming PC and you like me watch me playing this several times a week, then go buy it right now. Go click on that link. Hello. Gameplay level is not great right now. It's probably because I just played DMC5 and this game is like... DMC5 on Turbo is like as fast as this game base speed. I guess the muscle memory. I'm starting to play a little bit better now. Maybe the warm-up period is over. Especially since I just played 2 character action games with very different controls. Oh, you're welcome. Glad to spread the gospel of Assault Spy. It only costs $10 to join, so you should. I think this game is better than DMC5 in some ways. Obviously not the graphics, but the gameplay. I prefer playing this most of the time. I'm way better at this game than DMC. Which goes to show... Actually, I'm not showing it right now. Gameplay's not good right now. I should be playing better than this, but it's late. I shouldn't have tried to put the orb there. I should have tagged, and I should have ASAP slashed. This is also the hardest difficulty too, so that's part of it. My death wheel didn't come out. Laser guy. It's a very responsive, fun game to play. Very exhausting to play, but I like it more than DMC5. But a lot of that is kind of biased, because I get annoyed with the mods with DMC5. Sometimes I boot that game up like today, and I just spend like half an hour trying to get it to not crash, even though I changed nothing on my end. With this game, you don't really need mods for it to be fun. The tag mode is actually not a mod. I should probably explain that. The tag mode is not a mod. It's actually an unlockable within the game, just by default. There are no mods for this game, as far as I know. It would be cool if this game had mods, but at the same time, it doesn't really need it. The speed of this game is like... it's like turbo mode on DMC5, pretty much. I was the one that suggested the tag mode was originally only supposed to be for the final level of the game where the two characters team up. But I was the one that suggested making it an unlockable, because I was a beta tester on this game for a couple months towards the end of its early access period. I'm like, well, I'm really glad he did, because I've gotten dozens of hours out of the tag mode mechanic in this game. Yes, you beat the game with both characters, and then you can tag in any mode in the game with no mods. No mods required. Which, if you're a combat junkie like I am, adds endless replayability. You know, this game it's not a long game. It only takes, like, full playthrough. First playthrough is probably, like, I don't know, 3 hours, if even that. And what's fun about this game is the endless replayability. It's a fun game to just turn on and play, and it doesn't require all the setup that what's it called, DMC5 does, because it's more fun to play this than DMC5 with mods. I was really waiting for Community Edition to keep playing DMC5, but I think that project is dead. That would have reduced a lot of the frustration and annoyance of setting up DMC5, how long it takes to get into the game and play the way you want, because that was supposed to be a DLL file baked into the game so that all the modding options could be just selected without needing Cheat Engine anymore. But as far as I know, that's dead. Maybe the fact that Special Edition is coming out will make them want to finish it, but I don't know. This is the best character action game on Steam that's not a long-standing franchise, by far. There isn't anything else really better than this. It helps that the design philosophy between this and DMC5 are very similar, where you don't want to put in things that get in the way of you just enjoying the mechanics. I think that's one of the things DMC5 does really well. They really took the feedback from the fourth game, which had an awful campaign with tons of platforming puzzles that like barely worked, and backtracking, playing the same game, same half of a game twice. And this game is kind of similar to DMC5. It kind of feels like an arcade beat-em-up playthrough. The one gimmick in this game is the stealth level, but we can skip that when you play the game again. You only have to do it once. Which, if this was a platinum game, you'd have to do that every time, and it would be like 20 minutes long. And every time you'd get to that point, you wouldn't want to play anymore. This game does a good job of respecting your time and patience and not putting shit like that in there. The stealth level's only like, it's like 2 minutes long, maybe. It's not like Metal Gear European Extreme kind of shit. It's just like a little gimmick. Which in the game's lore makes like no sense, because you get your weapons taken away and neither of them can fight. Even though in the story they actually talk about how the reason why he can do all this stuff is like some trade secret or something. You think that he would be able to fight without his weapons. It makes little sense, it does kill the pacing, but when you only have to do it once, that's not bad. It's nothing like Bayonetta 1 missile minigame offensive, where every time you get to that point you just turn the game off and play something else. This guy just knew how to make a really good combat system, and he just did the most he could with it, with the resources of one person. There's lots of AAA games with way worse combat than this. Pretty much all of them, really. Especially all the Western developed ones. I think that's my, get no damage that boss really consistently. I can't play right now. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed, folks. When I can't beat Officer Hart, I keep missing my parries and stuff. I think that's a good stopping point for tonight. Probably check out more closers tomorrow. No KOF tonight because I did that off camera, and I'm saving my fatigue for the card event tonight, or tomorrow night actually. I have like 6,000 fatigue saved up, so hopefully I get some extra cards or something. Yeah, that's gonna do it for me. If my depression permits, I might try to be on earlier tomorrow. We'll see. Depends on a number of things. But yeah, I'm gonna sign off. Thank you all for stopping by. Sorry it's not a long stream tonight. I'm pretty tired. I think I'm gonna just chill out. But yeah, if you want to donate to the PS5 / other project fund, I was kind of thinking of checking out Godfall. Game looks like it might be better than Avengers, but knock on wood there. I might want to check that out. There's Sukuna and Hyrule Warriors, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to swing all those things. So if you guys want to help, to be honest, it probably won't go towards a PS5 because I seriously doubt that I'll be able to get one on launch, even though this month would be the best month for me to get it financially because I can sell my other stuff, but I don't really expect there to be one readily available in town. If the pre-order does come up, then I'll expedite the process and I'll do a donation drive. But for now, you guys want to help, you can. There's the link. I'll see you guys later.